Hello, this is a brief tutorial on how to use CCleaner. It's a little more in-depth than some of the ones that you see on YouTube already, which spend about 3 minutes telling you how to download and install it, which, if you can't figure that out, you're pretty much doomed. So, first off, the actual cleaner. What CCleaner does is pretty much, cleans out a lot of things that you don't realize you don't need, such as temporary files, which usually end up taking up most of the space on your computer. Um, if you download like a video or something, sometimes they'll get stored as temporary files, and hundreds and hundreds of megabytes. So here's a big list of pretty much everything that it'll do. You want to go through and check off the ones that you don't want to have, deleted, and check the ones that you want deleted. A note is Internet Explorer temporary internet files. For whatever reason, always, for me anyway, takes forever to clean. So in just your daily cleaning, you don't want to check it because it'll just take an extra long time to do it. And you can just do that, once a week or whatever. And don't use Internet Explorer anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And when you do things, it'll tell you about a little warning. You click OK. Don't actually want that. Actually, I do. So pretty much, Windows Explorer, recent documents, kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, so basically, you go through here, and you just click on each one, and it'll tell you what it is if you don't know it. So like menu order, start menu, all the things in your start menu, custom ordering, which can be annoying, so you don't really want to do that. Trade notifications. None of this stuff is really a lot of this stuff you don't want to do. Don't want to do wipe free space because that will take hours and hours. You only want to do it in very special circumstances and if you know what you're doing. Pretty much just go through, delete things. Like if you have your clipboard, which is like if you hit Control C, if you copy something, that's kind of, sometimes you don't want to delete that. So you just want to uncheck that or whatever. Just go through whatever you want. Over here, they have the Applications tab, which is more application type things. And if you're using your browser and you like staying logged into all of your pages, just pretty much uncheck everything. If you know how to manage your own web browser, then manage it yourself. You don't want, stuff getting deleted that you accidentally didn't want deleted, which can be annoying, and stuff. But pretty much just go through. If you don't know what something is, just leave it. Can't really hurt. And if you do notice that something has changed that you don't like it, just go back and change it. Really not that difficult. It's pretty much okay. So you have everything checked that you want to get cleaned, and you can click Analyze and look at everything, or you can just tell it to run. But we'll just click Analyze just to see what's going to happen. Alright, so I have not actually used CCleaner yet on this install of Windows, so I have 280 megabytes of stuff to delete. Mostly, as I said, temporary files, 242 megs. So this is a general breakdown of everything. If you want to look at something more, you double click on it, and you get a whole bunch of list of files. If you, for whatever reason, want to look through it, but it's quite uninteresting. So once you do that, you click Run Cleaner. This window will pop up. It'll tell you this process will permanently delete files from your system, which you know you're doing because you want to do it. You want to check that little box because it's annoying, and click OK. And it does its thing. Sometimes it takes a very long time. Sometimes it doesn't take very long at all. 457 megabytes removed, most of which, again, was temporary files and thumbnail cache, which I'm not going to try to explain that. Remember earlier I said temporary internet files take a while. You can right click on it and tell it to analyze it to see if, just if it's a significant amount. 70 megabytes. That's kind of significant. So we can just right click and clean. So it does it just by itself. And it didn't take forever. Maybe they changed something. But as you can see, it tells you how long it took. 12 seconds. Okay, so once we've done that, we've done this general thing. Analyze, nothing to remove, so we're good. Next, we go over to the registry. Registry is part of your computer where programs are installed and they put little registry files into your computer. And if a program is uninstalled or something changes, it will leave old files behind, and you don't want those files because they're useless. So unlike the cleaner part, you can't just run it, you have to actually scan first. So you click scan, it does its thing, comes with a bunch of stuff. You click fix selected issues. Do you want to back up changes to the registry? If you're afraid something might go wrong, you probably want to hit yes, but if you don't care, just hit no. And I don't care. 146. Fix all selected issues. Good. Close. In the tool section, you have the uninstall area, which, at least in Windows XP, the program uninstaller in CCleaner is about 50 odd times better than Windows' own uninstaller. I have yet to actually ever use Windows 7's uninstaller because this is just so much easier and just better in general. You get a nice little list of everything that's installed. If you want to uninstall something, you click on it, you click Run Uninstaller. Huh. You probably can't uninstall CCleaner when it's running, so I wouldn't try doing that, but if you wanna, you can. Startup. Startup is when your computer starts up, certain things launch. A lot of printers will make their own little programs start, which can chew up your RAM and be annoying. If you have, say, like an HP printer or something that has a bunch of stuff, you can come in here and disable it, which is nice because then your computer starts up faster and everything just kind of runs faster in general. So we have here we have a bunch of Internet Explorer things, and I don't use Internet Explorer, so I'm just going to disable all of them because they are useless. You don't want to go willy-nilly on this because if you don't really know what you're doing, but if you do, or if it's very clear what something is, then hey, whatever. And if something doesn't work the next time you turn your computer on, undo it. Really not that complicated. And here I have some custom programs that I've told the computer to start up automatically, so I know what those are, and I want them to start. So that's pretty much what that is, and you don't have to save anything; it just does it automatically. System restore, it's pretty much what it is. If you've had Windows installed for longer, you're going to have a lot more options here, but I've only had it installed for a little while, so I only have one. But usually you'll have a lot of things here, and in case your computer's not working, you can click it, and I guess there's going to be a button down here that says restore, and your computer will go through its processes and restore itself. Usually works. Next section is Drive Wiper. What it does is when you delete a file normally, you don't actually erase all of its content. You pretty much just tell the computer that it doesn't exist anymore, but technically it does. So all the free space that you actually have isn't technically free. So what this does is it says there's supposed to be free space here, and it literally wipes out that entire section of all old files. It takes a very, very long time, so you only want to do it if it's like critical, or if your computer is running very, very slow, or if you're very low on space. Simple overwrite, one pass, that'll, just do it once. Each pass thing is, a little more intense. This actually used to be the quantum thing, but that was apparently too weird for people. So pretty much that's it. Then you have options, which a little information, settings, secure deletion, normal file deletion, or secure file deletion, which is that same passes thing. You don't really need to do it for everyday stuff. And then the wipe drive thing, which is back in the cleaner part. Cookies. If you know what cookies are, you'll understand this. If you don't, then whatever. This is, say you have a folder that you use for temporary files, and you don't want to have to go and delete them every single time, you include that folder in this little thing, and every time CCleaner runs, it'll do it for you. And on the same principle, if you have a folder that you do not want to be touched by CCleaner, you put it in here, and it'll not go near it. Pretty cool. I've used it a few times on previous computers, and it was very nice. Advanced. Okay, we have a few options here. Pretty much the same thing. Only delete files in Windows temporary folders older than 24 hours. That is actually kind of useful if you're still using something that you just downloaded and it's in a temp folder. You don't really want it to be deleted. If you're a pro at CCleaner, you want high warning messages, close program after cleaning, all this stuff. So show prompt to backup registry issues. You want to uncheck that if it's just annoying you and you never do it. So that's pretty much it. It's about online help. Check for updates, which CCleaner usually just automatically does it. See, automatically. A little bit up here, info on your computer. And that's pretty much it. I hope this wasn't too boring. So there you go.